Hey guys, how are you? This is David from discountwebsitehosting.net. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to buy your own website hosting account. Now, more and more affiliate marketing programs are making us affiliate marketers build our own websites on our own domains that we own. The reason that they're doing this is because they claim that they get higher conversions from websites that their affiliates actually own as compared to visitors coming in from websites such as HubPages and Squidoo. So as an affiliate marketer, at a certain point, you're going to have to learn the process of making your own websites. And this entails buying your own website hosting account. Before I begin in this tutorial, I want to make a point that it's very important that we all get over our fear of technology. I don't know why, but for some reason, us human beings often fear or don't want to touch any new websites or new applications or technology gadgets, and simply out of fear. And I don't know why we have this phenomenon in human beings, but I mean, I have it myself. I often procrastinate learning new applications and learning how to use new websites. But once I learn them, I'm always really happy, and I think to myself, man, why didn't I learn that 6 months earlier? So let's begin. The first thing that you're going to have to do in building your own websites is go to a website called GoDaddy.com. GoDaddy.com is the largest registrar of websites, and this is where you buy your websites. So what you do is you go to GoDaddy.com and you buy your first website. The next thing you do is you go to a company that sells discount website hosting, and personally I use two companies, Bluehost and HostGator. I've found both of them to be very adequate and give very good customer service. So today we're talking about HostGator, and this is HostGator's website, and I like them. For $7.95 a month, you can get host unlimited domains. So when you're on HostGator, when you're buying your discount website hosting account, you're going to have to key in the URL of the domain name that you just purchased at GoDaddy.com. The next step is on GoDaddy. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to point your domain name to your host. Now what I recommend to do is to call your host for instructions on how to do this. And then call GoDaddy and tell them exactly what you're doing. Tell them that you've just purchased a discount website hosting account and that you want to point your account, you want to point your GoDaddy domain name to your hosting account. Consequently, I've made a video tutorial right here on YouTube on exactly how to do that. The next step, in your host's cPanel, you're going to go down to Fantastico or SimpleScripts and install WordPress on your new website. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where that is. So this is my cPanel from my website hosting. And if you scroll down it, eventually you'll come to Software Services and you'll see SimpleScripts and Fantastico Deluxe. So what you need to do is you need to call up the host and tell them that you want to install WordPress, and they'll walk you through the process the first time. And then, of course, start building your website. So I'm going to leave you with a few more tips. The first one is the first time that you're going through this process, please be nice and courteous to the customer service at both GoDaddy.com and your website host. Please don't lose your patience. Be as nice as possible to them. That way they'll be nice to you. From the very get-go, don't be afraid to tell them that you're a newbie. Tell them, hey, look, I've never built a website before. This is my first time going through this process. My second tip is that you should watch YouTube videos to learn this stuff yourself. Within YouTube, search words such as how to and tutorial, and then simply type in exactly what you want to learn to do, such as how to point your domain to your website host, for example, or how to install WordPress. Many people here on YouTube and other video websites have made plenty of great tutorials. I learned about, I don't know, 80 or 90% of everything I know from tutorials such as the one you're watching now. My third and final tip is that when you're doing all of this for your first time with your website host, what I want you to do is take good notes on a piece of paper. That way you can always refer back to them. Personally, when I'm learning stuff for my first time, stuff goes right over my head and I just forget. But what I have is a whole stack of notebooks, and I physically write down the stuff that I'm learning, and I actually write down the date next to what I'm learning. That way I can always refer back to it. And honestly, guys, once you go through all of these processes, the first time and after the second time, they become like clockwork, and making websites really isn't very complicated and very hard. So this is David from discountwebsitehosting.net. I've just shown you the flow process of how to buy a domain name and how to set up your website hosting for the first time. I hope this tutorial has helped. Thanks so much.